one-two gun, no respect for the law. Got a problem, keep it to yourself, don't want us involved. Bet we roll 100 D when we pull up on guard. You don't want no smoke, no, you don't want no smoke. You don't want no smoke, no, you don't want no smoke. Got a problem, keep it to yourself, don't want us involved. Bet we roll 100 D when we pull up on guard. Right back when I'm back and attacking, sat like a Mac when I'm black. First and last name, 80s baby, hashing and jacking. Loving these streets so I'm cashing, loving these beats cause they slapping me and God's plan, understand? Rapping and that. Roll that money bag, yo, switch my flow, no time for hate. So do us both a favor, haters, stay the hell up out my face. No matter what, I'm here to get it, mission stay on top of that. With all this chatter, never fear and dear, clear they rock with Sal. Living the dream, our lifestyle outstanding. Reason why we winning, cause my team is all mad. And I said we live in this dream, my lifestyle outstanding. Reason why we winning, my team is all mad. Come on. When it's up, baby, you know it's up. Up. When it's up, baby, you know it's up. You don't want no smoke, no, you don't want no smoke. You don't want no smoke, no, you don't want no smoke. Got a problem, keep it to yourself, don't want us involved. Bet we roll 100 D when we pull up on guard. You don't want no smoke, no, you don't want no smoke. You don't want no smoke, no, you don't want no smoke. Got a problem, keep it to yourself, don't want us involved. Bet we roll 100 D when we pull up on guard. It be the 1-2 punch, set 'em up for the fall. It be the 1-2 gun, no respect for the law. Got a problem, keep it to yourself, don't want us involved. Bet we roll 100 D when we pull up on guard. It be the 1-2 punch, set 'em up for the fall. It be the 1-2 gun, no respect for the law. Got a problem, keep it to yourself, don't want us involved. Bet we roll 100 D when we pull up on guard. You don't want no smoke, no, you don't want no smoke. You don't want no smoke, no, you don't want no smoke. Got a problem, keep it to yourself, don't want us involved. Bet we roll 100 D when we pull up on guard. iLLEST.
What's happening? This your boy JSapp MadStak from the Midday Live Show, and right now you was tuned in to the dopest radio station in the land, RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. iLLEST. There we go. All right. Boy, I tell you what, when it comes to showbiz, anything that can go wrong will go wrong, as obviously proven there, but we are back up. We are back up. We are live. We are streaming on. All right, we are good. There we go. I got green across the board now. Lord have mercy. I guess it does pay to just know what you're doing on multiple facets, because I'm playing engineer, host, producer. Oh my goodness. All right, appreciate y'all for rocking with us through all of these unfortunate difficulties, but we have made it through. We are ready to rock now. Let me get this Midday Live off the screen so you can see Mr. J live in the building. All right, we're gonna dive into this positive pickup. And I mean, I done had enough problems for the day already, so we finna dive right into it.
Yeah.
I got my man, Mr. J, Mr. Jeremy Henley in the building.
Yes, sir.
And I am gonna turn it over to him for today's positive pickup. Lord, please watch over us as we journey into the unknown, yes, okay? Sir. And keep these problems, keep them on the outside. Yeah. All right, I think I've done my due diligence. All right. Just want to remind everybody real quick, all right? If you are in the midst of getting out the door and you want to take us on the go, you can do just that. Head on over to the Apple App Store or Google Play and download the free RWR Live 365 app. That way you can tap in with your boy JSapp MadStak, the Midday Live, and all your favorite R&B, hip-hop, gospel, jazz, hits, and more 24/7. RWR Live 365 mobile app. Take us on the go wherever you go.
Right.
All right, man. Jeremy, you ready to rock, man?
Man, I'm ready to go.
You ready to dive into it? Let's get
right into it.
Let's get that music behind you, man, and let's get it cracking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here he is, Mr. J, with today's positive pickup.
Yes, sir. It's Mr. J, that positive voice, encouraging you to make that positive choice right here on the Positive Pickup. RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. And man, just with all the technical difficulties, it just rolls straight into exactly what we're going to talk about today. And it's not about what happens and what you go through. It's about how you respond to what you go through. And logical response over emotional reaction is the only answer. When we react from our emotions and we react and we let the wind blow us all over the place and we let just the waves of the ocean just crash into us and we got that negative mindset, you're never gonna focus on the logical response of how you break your cycle and get on the other side of it. But we're going to jump in right here to Genesis chapter 50, and it is going to be verse 15. Now, this is going to just, man, it's going to talk about, I want this to hit home. Hopefully it resonates with you a little bit. We're going to go through it, then I'm going to talk to you about the meaning of all of it. All right, so Genesis 50, verse 15. When Joseph's brothers saw that their father was dead, they said, "What if Joseph holds a grudge against us and pays us back for all the wrongs we did to him?" So they sent word to Joseph saying, "Your father left this instructions before he died. This is what you are to say to Joseph. I ask you to forgive your brothers the sins and wrongs they committed in treating you so badly. Now please forgive the sins of the servants of God of your father." When their message came to him, Joseph wept. His brothers then came and threw themselves down before him. "We are your slaves," they said. But Joseph said to them, "Do not be afraid. Am I in the place of God? You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. So then, don't be afraid. I will provide for you and your children." And he reassured them and spoke kindly to them. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that is in the very first book of the Bible. It is in the very first book, chapter 50. It's before you ever get to the forgiveness that Jesus represented in the New Testament. Okay, so it tells us point blank to forgive and to love and to understand. And here's the thing to understand Joseph's path. Joseph was thought highly of, more highly than the rest of his brothers, by his father. And he was given clothing that was more flamboyant and more attractive than the rest of his brothers. And his brothers became jealous. And his brothers sold Joseph into slavery and took his flashy garment to the father covered in blood and said that he has been killed. He's been killed out in the field. Joseph was sold into slavery by his own family. While he was there, because God had favor on him and he continued to do what God had him on his path to do, he had that discipline to continue to be a servant. Okay? He told the truth. He was honorable. He was pulled out of prison. He was placed in a place of authority over a household of a king or over a ruler. And while that ruler was out of town, the ruler's wife tried to get Joseph to come into the bedroom and lay with her, and he wouldn't do it. She grabbed a hold of his garment and he turned off. He ran from it and shed his garment. She held the garment and went back and told the master, said, "Hey, he tried to lay with me. Here it is." So she lied about him. He was thrown in prison once more. And then he goes through as many trials and tribulations. And then he is elevated up to become like Pharaoh, or as Pharaoh, be Pharaoh's second in command. However it goes there. You go back and read it, because I'm trying to give you the details, but I'd have to give you every detail of positivity there. But that's where it goes. He gets elevated up to another position of authority, and his father passes away. So his brothers come and say, his brothers are terrified. Well, now our father's not here to protect us. And Joseph's this high ruler. Surely he's going to hold a grudge, and he's going to come after us, and he's going to put us to death for the things that we did to him. But Joseph said to him, "What you meant to harm me, God meant for good." So dive into that and dive into the book of James, where it says, "Count it all joy through your many trials and tribulations, because the testing of your faith produces patience." Guys, we look at things inside a box through a clouded lens of what the world tells us our path is supposed to look like. And that path is supposed to be the American dream, the huge house, the cars, the this and that. It says you can do all this if you go to work in industry and you go to work in this 9-to-5 job, you're going to have all these things. That's what the world tells you. Where scripture clearly says that if you do these things and you abide by my teachings, all the desires of your heart will come to you and you will be placed in that position. But where we sell ourselves short is we put ourselves into the thinking of trying to be just like everybody else. God didn't create you to be like everybody else. He created you to be you, to fulfill your own purpose, to go through your own challenges, to go through your own obstacles. And what we do is judge each other based on the decisions we have to make while we're in those challenges. And we don't know what it's like to walk in somebody else's shoes and to only have limited options as to where we can go. What man means for evil against us, God means for good, to elevate us to the platform that he has provided and purposed us to be. And we just have to focus on logical response over emotional reaction. Don't let things get you angry, man. It's gonna be the people that are closest to you. It's gonna be your family members that lie about you and spread rumors. It's gonna be your best friends that cut your legs out from under you and say that you're crazy and on drugs and all this stuff. It's gonna be the people closest to you to cut you the deepest to the bone when you go through your trials and obstacles. You will find your family when you get out and you branch out and you break that cycle. And breaking the cycle is going to be the hardest thing that you ever do. I'm not going to talk to you like it's easy. I'm not going to sit here and say that I've had an easy path and an easy road. I talk to you exactly from experience, and I will share testimony all day long when I get a segment that's a little bit longer, because that just is what it is. I want to inspire you to right now where you're at today. You can focus on all the negative. You can focus on all the challenges. You can focus on all the obstacles and the reasons why things might not happen. Why things, man, that's impossible. Man, that's not going to happen. Man, that's never. Man will tell you what's possible and what's impossible. Man will tell you what you're going to be able to do, what you're capable of, and what you're not capable of. But with God, all things are possible. And you focus on what God created you to do, and you understand that every challenge and obstacle and speed bump that you go through is building you to become the person that you were created to be in order to inspire others to do the exact same thing, to inspire others to break that cycle, stand up, find your strength, find your purpose, focus on it, run after it, and no matter how hard, whether it means homelessness, whether it means starvation, whatever the case is, you're gonna go through hard times, and it is going to build you to be the best version of you. Because how can you get to an elevated platform way up here and never get to experience what it's like to go without, to be at rock bottom? How can you motivate somebody to get off of rock bottom if you've never experienced rock bottom to be able to motivate somebody else? You've got this. You have the power of change. You're only limited by your mindset. You're only limited by what you allow to stop you. When it comes down to what you want to create and what you will allow, if you want to create something that's motivational, inspirational, respectful, honest, all the things that are good, you cannot allow anything to contradict what you are trying to create. And that means not only family members, children, whatever the case is that is holding you back from being the best version of you, you've got to make the positive decision and the positive choice, even if that means going down the difficult path. The biggest thing that is going to hold you back from creating what you want to create is not looking in the mirror and recognizing your own toxicities, your own bad behaviors, your own poor decisions, your own bad circle of people, your own bad places that you go around. You are limiting yourself by not expanding your atmosphere of what you're capable of doing by making better choices and putting a hard foot down and setting hard boundaries to not allow anything to contradict your movement and to contradict the fulfillment of your purpose.
That right there, motivational speech talk from a man that does it all and is very good at what he does. That is the positive pickup with Mr. J. Another hand clap, round of applause to you. I mean, we got a little bit more time, man. I mean, you want to elaborate any further on what you basically just put out there? I mean, I'm definitely feeling it. The folks on the live are feeling it, man. You are an inspiration to all. But by all means, you can elaborate a little bit more if you'd like.
Man, I'm just going to tell you, man, and a lot of people will sit and say, you know, they'll motivate and say, hey, man, you need to do this or you need to do that. Well, the thing is, you get into the book of James, and it's faith without works is dead. When you say, hey, I'll pray for you, or I'll bless you when somebody's in need, and they say, well, hey, you know, be blessed if somebody's hungry or if somebody needs their shirt, and you just pray for them, you say, hey, man, be blessed and go on their way, but you did nothing to try to help them. You did nothing to try to provide for them. Then your faith without works is dead. All you did was give them some false sense of hope. And that's what runs people out of the church nowadays. But when I get up here and where I'm at is like, man, you just got to understand that, man, you're going to go through stuff. And where I'm sitting at right now is it's faith without works is dead. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, hey, be blessed and I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to sit here and tell you, listen, I've been homeless. I've been on drugs. I've been a part of things that I shouldn't have been a part of. I've made poor decisions that destroyed my family and destroyed personal relationships with me. I've hurt people in their life. I've made bad decisions. I have not been a good person. And when you go through that stuff, you're either gonna stay that same person, or you're going to recognize that you need to change because you don't like the person that you see in the mirror. You don't like the way you make people feel in your life. And God, if you don't humble yourself, God will certainly humble you for you. He has no problem with taking everything away from you. Look at what he did to Job. And essentially that was a wager between God and Satan. Said, hey, I bet I can make him deny you. And God said, no, you can't.
That part.
10 children Job had. 10 children Job had, and they were all killed. His livestock was all destroyed. His family was gone. His livestock and all his riches were gone. He was left with a spouse that said, you should lay down and die because God has cursed you. He was given boils on his skin and health issues, great anxiety and depression. And Job just, man, he went straight to God. He had to go through those trials to lose everything he had built. And he received everything tenfold when he never denied that God is working in his life. Even though he went through hell on earth, God took him through that. He never lost his faith, and he was provided for. In the book of Matthew, it says, any man that leaves his family, leaves houses and fields and treasures to follow me, you will be blessed 100-fold, and you will receive eternal life. You have to go through the hard times in order to get to the good times. It is what it is.
You gotta take the bad with the good.
Yes.
With all good things, it's a circle of life, man,
Yes.
and that's what I take from it. Hopefully, everybody out there listening, man, definitely takes something from that, man. But again, yo, Jeremy, bro, genuinely appreciate you coming through, man. Wouldn't have anybody else, man. Motivational Monday with the positive pickup with Mr. J. Man, y'all make sure that y'all tap in. This gives you a reason to tap into the show. Obviously, I play the dopest records, up and down all around, local, independent artists. But on Mondays, I got my guy in the studio, and yeah, man, you are a certain inspiration. But keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. That's at the end of the day, that's what it comes to. What are you doing? Not only to better yourself, but to, to assist. Are you helping? Are you assisting? Are you trying to make the world around you a better place by reaching out to others and doing for others? a thank you goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about every single time you pass somebody that's asking for money that you have to give it to them. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. It could be, you know what I'm saying? A bottle of water. It could be anything, you know. But the point is you know, going out of your way for just that little inch, it goes a mile with some folks at the end of the day.
It does, man, and it comes down to, man, even just a smile, just getting out of it, because all day long, man, we're rushed. We got to be here, there. We got this to do, got that to do, and we get in our own little worlds, in our own mind. We get in our phone, and we're scheduling all our stuff, and we're walking past thousands of people a day, and we don't look up and just say, "Hey, man, God loves you," or "Hey, man, you're gonna do good things," or "Hey, man, it's gonna be a good day," to somebody random.
That's
somebody random, and that's the thing, is when it's somebody. You just look at like, "Hey, man," and just look them in the eye with that sincerity, like, "Hey, man, it's gonna be okay." Because the thing is, you might be the first person that says that like they're being ridiculed by their family, they're being crucified by the public, whatever the case is. You don't know their story. But if you just reach out and you say, "Hey, man, whatever you're going through, you got this," just that small voice, that small seed, whether they take it and accept it and allow it to grow, or whether it dies out with them, you just planted a positive seed. It's not your place to try to water it. They have to water it themselves. But you can plant positivity daily in just conversation or just a few words. "Hey, man, be blessed. Hey, man, it's going to be good. Hey, man, God loves you." Whatever the case is, just some positivity. Speak life. The power of life and death is in the tongue, and you speak life into people, man. You might be the only one doing it. So get out there.
Having said that, that is the positive pickup with Mr. J. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, rocking with us. I'm gonna dive into this motion picture score, this music. I got some more of these. We played some of these on Thursday, but you know, classic all-time motion picture soundtracks and compositions. So why not kick it off, man, with my man Harold Faltermeyer. This is Axel F. Beverly Hills Cop. Keep it locked. I got that tsunami hype coming up next. Midday Live with your boy JSapp MadStak.
Yes.
iLLEST.
Baby, it's your boy Sarge, and you are locked into Midday Live with JSapp MadStak. It's only the hottest radio show in the city. So lock it in, baby. RWR Live 360.
Been in this game, respecting they know my name. Been in my lane forever, say no to lanes. More the body type, me the body right. In the days, many waves like tsunami height.
Step up off the plane, all white forces. Weather feeling like sheesh, this gorgeous. Difference between us, I'm hot and I mean it, you know. Difference between us, I'm hot like a scenic for show. Every day living, another day winning. With my day ones, more time since beginning. Tried to tell us what our future was, now they hope. Tried to tell us what our future was, now they choke. Gasping for air, they can't believe the moves. Status is clear, can't believe the shoes. Hear the youth speak, call me old school. Fly pressure, show them how to make their own jewels. Does it a lie? Past tense, spin did it. Laugh it off, knuckleheads, they don't get it. Another day, another dollar, they know the deal. Another day, another follower, they know who ill. You know my flow right, you know my dough right. No way I spit like, you know the click tight. Believe it's so nice, it's what I spit like. Forever in it to win it, I'm spitting all hype.
Been in this game, respecting they know my name. Been in my lane forever, say no to lanes. More the body type, me the body right. In the days, made waves like
Yo, this ain't no thing to me. Just plain old rap, this ain't no AMC hit, although I break bad. Told you one too many times, now getting tired. All my life, no nil. Sick of life, go get it, long as you don't miss it. In the morning, the recollection is so vivid. Picture perfect, certain hurting, they feelings worth it. Special needs, VIP means special person. Tick tock, spit it hot, just let it rock. They call me Michael Jackson, bad, I'll make it pop. Torch lane, guest appearances all the same. Force my way into the game with a famous saying. Know the level, skill is absurd, blast off. 007, license to kill, word is born. King is calm, who will is that? Tell a sexy mommy clap if she feeling set. Clap for me, mommy, just clap for me. Now clap for me, mommy, just clap for me. Clap for me, clap for me, mommy, just clap for me. Now clap for me, mommy, just clap for me. Clap for me.
Been in this game, respecting they know my name. Been in my lane forever, say no to lanes. More the body type, me the body right. In the days, made waves like tsunami high. Been in this game, respecting they know my name. Been in my lane forever, say no to lanes. More the body type, me the body right. In the days, make waves like tsunami.
This is a hell of a life, gotta admit one thing. Loving my life, put that on everything. Thank the Lord above for all that I have. Keep the money coming, running back and forth to the stash. Look how I'm getting out of lessons coming disguises. Talking time in spent, coming out with surprises. 10 years raw, looking for 10 more. Say the future is bright, got the sun on call. For progression is the message that I'm sending these haters. Soon as a dotted line sign, now I'm they favorite. Say progression is the message that I'm sending these haters. Soon as a dotted line sign, oh now I'm they favorite. Hold on.
That's that tsunami hype right there featuring Shakima Divinity. Right here is where you can hear the dopest and illest independent artist that you may or may not have heard before. That one right there, absolute stunner though, man. That's a dope record. One of my all-time favorites. I mean, it is written and performed by me as well. I'm just saying, just a little biased, but it's a dope record. Okay. I got another one, a classic. As I put the question up there. What is your favorite movie soundtrack, like theme song, TV, television theme song, or even just a song from a well-known one of your favorite movies of all time? This one is in fact from one of my favorite Batman films. I play it all the time whenever I get the chance. This is Michael Hutchins' The Passenger off of 1995's Batman Forever. Do you remember Batman Forever?
I do remember Batman Forever.
That was Val Kilmer's opportunity. That's when Robin was introduced into the Batman, well, the cinematic universe. Batman, Chris O'Donnell, Jim Carrey was the Riddler, and Two-Face. It was a well done. It was well put together. I think Joel Schumacher was the director of that particular film. Okay, but one of my all-time classics. So we're going to play this and then we're going to dive into those horoscopes. But let us know so I can get those themes played for you if you drop them. Here is The Passenger. Keep it locked. It's the Midday Live with your boy, JSapp MadStak, Mr. Fan of My Fans, iLLEST with Mr. J.
Yes, sir.
And this is RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. Yeah.
I'm a passenger, and a ride, right through the city's backside. See the stars come out of the sky, yeah, the bright and hollow sky. You know it looks so good tonight. I am a passenger, I stay on the glass. I look through my window so bright. See the stars come out tonight. I see the bright and hollow sky over the city's red backside, and everything looks good tonight. The car, we'll be the passengers. We'll ride through the city at night. See the city's red backside. See the bright and hollow sky. See the stars that shine so bright. Stars made for us tonight. Oh, the passenger, he rides, oh the passenger, he rides and he rides. He looks through his window, what does he see? He sees a bright and hollow sky. He sees the stars come out tonight. He sees the city's red backside. He sees the winding ocean drive. And everything was made for you and me. All of it was made for you and me. It just belongs to you and me. So let's take a ride, see what's mine. See, la 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 la
This is your girl Q La La, and you are listening to RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
It's your girl G Princess with the VIP Lounge. It's poppin'. I want to remind you, you can take me everywhere you go, so download that free app in Google Play or the Apple App Store so you can stay tapped in with me and everything that's happening here at RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. It's poppin'.
Are you a business owner and are you looking to grow your business? Well, logos, branding, and marketing isn't all that we do. At Graphic Grooves Consulting, we give you more than you bargained for. From business planning to web design, we do it all. Because at Graphic Grooves, we are your ultimate creative solution. Our goal is to help you plan, strategize, and achieve your goals. So come to Graphic Grooves where good work matters.
Yo, what up, radio family? This your boy, JSapp MadStak, iLLEST from the Midday Live show. If you missed out on the Midday Live with your boy, iLLEST, here's what you missed.
I remember that song.
Yeah, see that? Remember that?
It brought back some memories.
Trying to tell you, man, back when, like I said, when Timberland was stepping into the scene to become that so-called like that super producer. See, we don't have super producers anymore.
Super dope producer.
Back then, your Dr. Dre, super producer, Swiss Beats, These are people.
Wait a minute, and if the beat loud, you know
little juke.
He ain't no super producer.
No, because all he doing is hit buttons.
I'm just tune into the Midday Live weekdays, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon Central Standard Time, only on RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
It's your girl G Princess with the VIP Lounge, and you're tuned in right now to RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. You know the saying, it's poppin'.
One of the absolute all-time greatest themes ever, right there in the Star Wars main title. Shout out to my man Josh Hale for tapping in. I appreciate the suggestion. I absolutely agree with you. We were chopping it up here during the break about, classic all-time films and their scores. This one, obviously, this is, Jeremy, would you agree, bro? This has got to be probably in all time in the history of all motion pictures and themes.
Yeah.
And title themes and just its the recognizability of it. This has to be in your top 10, right?
Oh man, it's definitely up there.
John Williams.
As you hear it, as soon as you hear it, you know where it's from.
You know what it is.
Hey, dude, I seen a reel the other day that somebody took this and I was just watching it. It was this is for all the Star Wars fans out there. And the dude, I was listening to it, and then, dude, he starts chopping and screwing it. And I'm talking, dude, he took it to a whole nother level.
He made a remix out of it.
He did, dude. But it was good, and I was just like, dude, that needs to be the original there.
That's crazy.
But anyway, yeah, exactly. Recognizability and just know it just puts you in that headspace.
Well, and the thing I love about it right now, obviously with Star Wars, and that's something I never understood as a youngin', as an adolescent, but I figured it out. So in 1977, Star Wars debuted, as a matter of fact, the premiere was in LA, the Chinese Grauman Theater. Debuted in May 4th, I think it was, May 4th of 1977, or it was May of 77.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what George Lucas did with this whole series is he did something that you don't do with films.
Yeah.
And in the cinematic universe, you usually start at the beginning.
Yes.
Or you might start at the end and then take you back to the beginning, and then by the time you get to the end of the film, it's actually where you started, right?
Yeah.
So He started in the middle.
In the middle, yeah. At New Hope,
And
yeah.
nobody, it was Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Like nobody paid attention to the fact that it was episode 4,
Yes.
A New Hope.
Yeah.
And then obviously from there, Empire Strikes Back was 5.
Yeah.
6 being Return of the Jedi, and then they went back to the prequels in 1, 2, and 3, Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith. And then the newest trilogy series with The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and was the Rise of Skywalker or something like that. But one of the all-time, like I said, most recognizable themes, man, ever. And it's global, too.
Yeah.
Like, you go anywhere in the world and play this, they're going to know what it is, what it's attached to. But John Williams, man, he did that with that epic universe, and he's phenomenal in his own right. Let's talk about the films. What he has under his belt, he's unmatched.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones saga.
Yes.
Jurassic Park. Jurassic World.
Yes.
Jaws. And it just goes on and on and on, man. Just so recognizable. So shout out to my man Josh Hale for recommending that. I'm gonna have to make a new segment, and we're just gonna have to play recognizable themes and just chop it up about the films and the series and saga. But I appreciate you, Josh. That one goes out to you, my friend. That is the theme from Star Wars. That is John Williams, specifically Star Wars: A New Hope. Yes, appreciate that a little bit.
I tell you what, man, there's one that comes to mind, and I'm just, if we got time to talk about
go right
it,
ahead.
man, there's one that comes to mind. And I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I know that your mind's gonna go straight to it, but Bad to the Bone.
Bad to the Bone.
What movie?
Oh, Terminator.
Right.
Terminator 2.
Right. Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, yeah.
To the Bone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everybody loves it, right? George Thorogood and the Destroyers. Awesome stuff.
That part.
I'm gonna tell you, everyone knows it for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you on my list where it's better, where it comes in better. George Thorogood and the Destroyers. Introduction music. Damon Wayans, Major Payne. When he comes in and he takes the whole camp hostage with just a pistol. At the very beginning
Lord.
of Major Payne.
Major Payne.
And it takes it it's serious, but it goes into a comedic story, you know what I mean? But to take that, and that's it, when I think about it, obviously you think of Terminator, but dude, that Major Payne is a movie I watched as a kid over and over again, and that, when I think of that song, I think of Major Payne with Damon Wayans in the beginning, where he's taking over the Cuban base there. It was awesome.
So check this out. Shout out to everybody on the live dropping your ideas and your favorite themes. So check this out. Before we get into these horoscopes, right? All right, we got a few more minutes in the show. Before we get to the horoscope, so Richard Paisley, which by the way, that's Tanisha Paisley's Tanisha P. That's her father.
Nice.
Tapping in all the way from Jamaica.
What?
All the way from Jamaica.
Wicked.
So shout out to Richard Paisley. All right. Greatly appreciate you for tapping in. So he said his favorite movie theme is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Ooh. Absolute phenomenal classic. Okay. Now, Richard, unfortunately, I don't have the original theme as in the film loaded, but I've got something for you that I'm going to play for you that is right in line, that utilizes that theme, because I do agree that is one of the greatest themes of all time. Phenomenal classic. When I think of Westerns, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is what I immediately go to. Now, there's a close second to that, and that is Silverado. With Kevin Kline, Scott Glenn. My goodness gracious. An amazing Danny Glover was in that, man. Phenomenal cast and storytelling in Silverado. One of my all-time favorites. But I have something which I think you are going to appreciate and like. Here is Jay-Z's Blueprint 2, which features that particular sample. Check it out, and when we come back, we're gonna dive right into those horoscopes. Keep it locked right here. It's the Midday Live with your boy JSapp MadStak, Mr. Fan of My Fans, iLLEST, and Mr. J. It's Motivation Monday. Here is Jay-Z's Blueprint 2.
Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that. Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that. Jay-Z that, Jay-Z this. Get off Jay-Z. Give me no money. Try to get front page articles, y'all mention Jay-Z name. This thing on Jay-Z, and Jay-Z News. Understand what y'all trying to do. I bought the flutes this time though. Check. Unleash the flutes on them, go roll. Give me some more music and have fun. Let's get the proceeding this evening. Let's do this thing. Let's do it right this time. Come on. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby. Oh, behave. No, don't be afraid. Y'all in your articles, hog spit at Jay. Y'all from afar through thoughts my way. What you thought I would not have nothing to say? No. You fell into the booby trap. I set the trap just to see dude react. And now you can't leave. You open the door, God, I'm at you annually. And I'm sorry, Miss Rosie Perez, I call a spade a spade. It just is what it is. But you can't give credit to anything dude says. Same dude to give you ice and you own some. Shorty, it's time to wake up the dead. You sound a little naive in them articles that I read. H-O-V-A, Blueprint 2, baby, on the way. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby, I'll behave. H-O-V-A, the Blueprint 2, baby, on the way. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby, I'll behave. Can't y'all see that he's fake? The rap version of TD Jakes, prophesizing on your CDs and tapes. Won't break you a crumb of the little bit that he makes. And this is with whom you want to place your faith. I put dollars on mine, axe Columbine. When the Twin Towers drop, I was the first in line. Donating proceeds of every ticket sold. When I was out on the road, that's how you judge hope. No, ain't I supposed to be absorbed myself? Every time it's a tragedy, I'm the first one to help. They call me this misogynist, but they don't call me the dude that take his dollars to give gifts at the project. These dudes, it's all politics, depositing checks they put in their pocket. All you get in return is a lot of lip. And y'all bought it caught up in the hype. Cause it weird goofy, it don't mean he bright. Cause you don't understand him, it don't mean he nice. Just mean you don't understand on the bull that he right. Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic? Is it black girl lost or shorty owe you for ice? I've been real all my life, they confuse it with conceit. Since I will not lose, they try to help them cheat. But I will not lose for even in defeat. It's a valuable lesson learned, so it evens it up for me. When the grass is cut, the snakes will show. I gotta thank the little homie Nas for that though. Saving me the hassle of speaking to half of these. So now I'ma let karma catch up to Jazzo. Whoa, I'm back for you, had a chance to miss me. My mama can't say you this time, this is history. Who you know, flow vicious is me. You're so religiously, that's why they call me ho. I get the spoils cause the victor is me. You're an actor, you're not who you're depicted to be. You're street dreaming, all y'all living through me. I gave you life when was forgetting you MC. I'm a legend, you should take a picture with me. You should be happy to be in my presence, I should charge you a fee. I'm Big Dog, Glen Rob, listen, guard you a flea. And the little homie Jungle is a garden to me. What's the problem, B? You're not as hard as me. Hard as we, R.O.C. That's why they follow me, they feel my pain and my agony. I won't rest till you on one knee. You want more than this war's gon' be. Until you on one knee, you want more than this war's gon' be. H-O-V-A, the Blueprint 2, baby, on the way. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby, oh behave. H-O-V-A, the Blueprint 2, baby, on the way. H-O-V-A, I got my mojo back, baby, oh behave.
It's your girl G Princess with the VIP Lounge, and you're tuned in right now to RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. You know the saying, it's poppin'.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are inside the Midday Live with your boy, JSapp MadStak, Mr. Fan of My Fans, iLLEST. And this is the iLLEST station around Point Blank, period, Gulf Coast and beyond in RWR Live 365. It's the next generation of radio where you can always tune in to the culture. I got my man, Mr. J, in the building.
Sure.
What's happening? He's here for Motivational Monday. You know, we got the positive pickup with Mr. J.
That's right.
Genuinely appreciate you, man, for rocking with your boy. Hey, man, you ready to dive into these horoscopes?
Let's jump into it. Let's see what they got for today, man.
Before we get out of here? Sounds good. Having said that, let's get right to it. Coming at you live from RWR Live 365 studios in Pensacola, Florida. It's your daily horoscopes with JSapp MadStak, Mr. Fan of My Fans, iLLEST, sponsored by Stack Life Clothing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today's horoscopes, as always, are brought to you by Stack Life Clothing. And as we do with every horoscope that we begin the day with, we start off with a birthday horoscope. So if your birthday is today, July 31st, happy birthday. And this first one goes out to you. Your birthday chart indicates you need to be more flexible, even to the point of bending the rules so they work better for your personality. You don't have to stray too far from the straight and narrow, but you do have to be more adventurous. Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. You may be convinced that someone is in your debt, but the planets warn that they are unlikely to see it that way. Don't get angry about it. Just stay calm and bide your time. What you are due will eventually you will get, most likely later this week. So therefore, sooner than later.
Man, you see that right there? You did everything we've talked about this morning about how to approach stuff when you don't get angry about it. Don't emotionally react about it. Hey, man, I'm an Aquarius. That just hit me right there. Everything we just
That's
talked
your
about
horoscope
right
for
there.
you, baby.
Hey, there it is.
Dead on with it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. Has someone on the work front got it in for you? It may look that way, but looks can be deceiving, especially when the moon is full. The simple fact is no one is out to do you harm, so don't let your fears get the better of you. Aries, March 21st to April 19th. Try not to get dragged into a conflict that does not concern you. As the moon is almost full, some people will be full of their own importance and will say things you don't agree with. But unless it's aimed directly at you, it's best ignored. Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. You are entitled to be annoyed if someone is dragging their feet and making life difficult for you, but don't overreact and get openly angry about it, as that could make you look like the villain. Get them on their own and have a quiet word with them. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. The full moon will encourage you to take the kind of risks it might be wiser to avoid. So get a grip on yourself and don't do anything rash. There is a time to be bullish and a time to charge at life head on, but that time probably isn't right now. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Be wary of anyone, even your best friend, who makes the kind of proposal that could easily go wrong and cost you money. They may be optimistic about their chances of success, but if there are doubts in your mind, be smart and give them a miss. Leo, July 23rd, August 22nd. Be assertive by all means, but don't expect others to follow your lead without question. The full moon in your opposite sign means that even friends and family members will be reluctant to do as you say, especially if you make it sound like an order. Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. All my fellow Virgos out there, let's see what we got. Do you sit on the fence and watch the world go by, or do you get involved? While the moon is full, the former option may be the safest choice, especially if you are not entirely sure who the good guys and who are the bad guys. Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. If someone brings you bad news today, you must not blame them. They are merely delivering a message that you need to hear. If anything, you should thank them for making the effort, because without that message, you could be in serious trouble. Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Your career is important, of course, but loved ones won't be happy if you spend more time on your work than you do on them. Take time out of your busy schedule to remind them they are by far the most important people in your life. Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. For quite some time now, you have kept certain opinions to yourself because you did not want to make a fuss. But what happens today and tomorrow will make it clear you can no longer stay silent. It's time to speak up, maybe even shout just a little bit. And then last but never are they least in any way, shape, or form, we have Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. The more you try to get partners and loved ones to see things your way, the more they will insist on seeing it differently. You may as well take the hint and stop trying so hard. Maybe they prefer to learn from their own mistakes.
Man.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, are your daily horoscopes for today, July 31st. Tomorrow is a new month. And what can I say? Baby, Virgo season is upon us. Yeah, man, I got a birthday coming up, man, in August 24th.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, happy early birthday. Hey, does that mean, do you do the whole birthday month thing?
No, I'm too tired. I'm too old. Yeah, I'm just way too damn tired. Yeah, I don't, nah, bro. I give it one day and, you know what I'm saying, celebrate the quiet thing, and then might just go out and hang out a little bit. I don't even stay out for the whole night.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. Nah, bro.
That's what, man, when I tell you, I think the most important one, as far as milestone went, there was 21, obviously. But then 21, it was legit. You're 21, you're like, all right, now I can legally do all the stuff I've been doing since I was 15.
That part.
You know what I mean? And then your milestones, I think maybe your 5 year. 25, you made it another 5 years. 30 years, you made it another 5 years.
There you go.
But those 2s, 3s, 4s, 6s, 7s, 8s, like, come on, man. Come on. Like every 5. And then there's people out there doing a whole birthday month and wanting money and all. And there's people in their 40s and 50s doing that kind of stuff. Man, come on, man.
I don't know how to call it, man. Like I say, I just celebrate the one day and I keep it at that.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, I have come to the end of the show. I am gonna play a brand new record, myself featuring the amazing, talented Faith. All right, brand new record. Remember the time. We will come right back. We will wrap things up in closing remarks and such, and we will call it a day for the day. So. Keep it locked right here. It is the Midday Live with your boy JSapp MadStak, Mr. Fan of My Fans, iLLEST. Got Mr. J in the building as part of Motivation Monday, the positive pickup. Yeah. And this is RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio.
This is XTK, aka Zeno the Kid, and you are tuned in to Midday Live with JSapp MadStak. It's the hottest show in the city, so lock into RWR Live 360.
J Sizzle, Faith, yo, check it. Was a warm summer night, believe 3rd of July will be the first time that we'd ever lock eyes. I mean, how damn you was fine. Showed it impressive, brother. May not been intended, but you still did impressive, brother. We got our first glimpse of each other while in the club. Didn't notice you off rip, but you was focused. What's up? Remember rocking Yankees jersey, sticky green was the color. No way to miss me from a mile away. Word to my mother. Latest night, club is out. See me posted outside. Catch you walking towards me, out the corner of my eye. What's your name, LaShonda? Is it, baby? How about I call you? Said that sign, and when I did, took it straight to old Charles. Come on.
Remember the time we first met. Remember the time first had sex. Remember the time flying out west. Yeah. Remember the time when you first said yes. Oh, remember the time.
Put you under my arm, crazy smooth as I do it, cause you loving my charm.
Remember the time.
Belong together, what's happening? Planning hits long before you ever knew I was rapping. Come on. Night is young, eating, laughing, jokes, sarcasm. We order salads, trying to impress each other with our good habits. Body right in that cat suit, want you ruling my castle. Hope you feeling that too. Don't want a room when I asked you. Food was good, so I asked. Enjoying your meal? Mouth was full, although you smiling. Yeah, that's the deal. Dinner plan spectacular. How about tomorrow? How about you meet me at the crib? We can find out what follows. Come on.
Remember the time we first met. Remember the time we first had sex. Remember the time flying out west. Remember the time when you first said yes.
Come on.
Remember the time.
Put you under my arm, crazy smooth is how I do it, cause you loving my charm. That's right.
Remember the time.
Belong together, what's happening? Planning hits long before you ever knew I was rapping. Change your pace is all I offer. Remember that line? Of course you do, forever true. Remember that time, exotic, sexy, yes. Purse matching the skirt. Once the side right off the top, both started to flirt. Playful touching at first, which led to hugging and kissing. Hold up, I had to adjust myself, this here too hot, I'm remembering. Bed next recommended by you, follow the course. And 20 minutes later, babies, when the sweat started pouring. No longer quiet, we storming. Sexing each other, who would've thought that down the road, grow to love one another. No butterflies in your stomach, only me and you love it together. Adrenaline rushing, especially when we coming. They was something terrific, for real, never forget it. Responsible for the vision, the current, present day living. Night I'm up and I'm wishing to see as soon was the issue. Day to follow, we locked it when we made it official. Come on.
Remember the time we first met.
Yeah.
Remember the time when we first had sex. Remember the time flying out west.
Come on.
Remember the time when you first said yes. Remember the time.
Put you under my arm, crazy smooth as how I do it, cause you loving my charm. That's right.
Remember the time.
Belong together, what's happening? Planning hits long before you ever knew I was rapping.
Remember the time. Remember. Remember the time.
It's your girl G Princess with the VIP Lounge, and you're tuned in right now to RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. You know the saying, it's poppin'.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is our show for the day. I appreciate everybody who tapped in on all of these streaming platforms for the live feed. And again, do apologize for all the technical difficulties. However, at the same time, I am very grateful that you stuck it out with us. It was a good show, aside from all of the issues, but it is what it is. We get through that. Again, if you do not already have them downloaded, make sure you download the free RWR Live 365 app, your Google Play, Apple App Store. Take us on the go wherever you go, all right? And don't ever miss any of our great radio show personalities and things of that nature, as well as listen to all your favorite R&B, hip-hop, gospel, jazz, and more 24/7, all right? If you are an artist, okay, I want to hear what you have to offer. Let's check it out, see what you got. send me an email on over to Midday Live. That is middaylive@rwrlive365.com. 1 to 2 records, professionally mixed, mastered. Please, clean music only. All right. If you got a bio and or an EPK, please attach that as well. Send it on over. Let me check you out. If you want critique, feedback, or you are just looking to try to tap into a new fan base, by all means, send me an email with those songs attached. Include all the metadata and information. Make sure that I have all of that information as well. Jeremy, man, I appreciate you, Mr. J.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, being in the lab, man, with me for Motivation Monday. You are an inspiration, bro, to anyone who is within reach of your voice, and I'm glad to be able to help you spread that message, man, to the masses. You got anything else you want to say in closing?
Man, I just want to go ahead and just express my appreciation to you, man, again, and I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it 1,000 more times. Just so thankful for the opportunity, man, and opening the door of opportunity for me to get on here and just to motivate, just to elevate my platform. And that's what I was sitting here thinking about. You know, you just put it out there. Artists that are listening in the area. Yeah, man, if you look at JSapp MadStak as just a radio host, then you are limiting what this man's capable of in your own mind. Because, man, if you're not networking, you're not working. That's straight from Carter J. Gaston. That, man, just words of wisdom right there. And JSapp gets out there, man. He's involved with a little bit of everything, but he also opens doors for people. And he just put out an open invitation. If you don't know where to go, you don't know where to get started, you're not sure how to get your stuff on the radio, whatever the case is, man, there's artists for years, you know, they work on YouTube, they do a bunch of stuff behind the scenes, and they never get radio play, and they never get their stuff heard. And this is your opportunity. If you're an artist out there, man, get a hold of Midday Live, get a hold of JSapp, and put your stuff together, put some clean music, some good stuff, and let your art be shown. This is your opportunity to do that. And your opportunities, man, doors open every single day, but you gotta meet God halfway, man. You gotta do your part and you gotta do the work as well. So get out there. The opportunity's there. JSapp's giving me opportunity. Now, we've been rocking along with Motivation Monday Positive Pickup for, is this a month now? I think it is a month. This is week
it's about
4.
a month. Yeah,
So,
week 4, yeah.
You know what I mean? So a month ago, none of this was going on. And now here you are. So where are you going to be a month from now with your music, with your artistry, with your purpose? And the thing is, if the path is difficult, your purpose is great. And the more difficult your path, the higher your calling is. So embrace those storms, embrace those challenges, and build yourself and get up. Network with the right people to get to where God has proposed you to go.
That is it. That is it for the day. Appreciate you, Mr. J. All right. Be sure to tap in again with me tomorrow. I'll be back, man. 10 a.m. to 12 noon Central Standard Time, right here on RWR Live 365, the next generation of radio. Keep in mind, if you got ambitions and dreams to do things, big things in life, all it takes is a little bit of elbow grease and ambition. Having said that, let's all get out there. Let's get to work. Let's do it together. As far as all the noise on the outside, you can just hit the hush button on all of that. Focus on what you got going on, but I'll leave you with this. Dreams do not and will not work unless you do. Yep. That's it. That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. Catch me tomorrow. I will catch you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of the day. All right, it's your boy, JSapp MadStak, and this is the Midday Live.
iLLEST! Why don't you hit the button? Come on, just hit the button. Hey Rush, how about you hustle something? Why don't you do us both a favor, hit the hush button? They say that patience is a virtue, I can vouch for it. I'm making moves, they in the house, on the couch snoring. Time ain't nothing but a wolf disguised in sheep's clothing. Reason why I'd rather die than caught in cheap clothing. Another day, another dollar, know the story. I'm getting figures, my business living is so important. Dopest lyrics never settle why you ain't on level. Just think about it, provide the hottest logic successful. So bombing when I'm on it, like my song, just be honest. They favorite rapper sound they like they hook 'em phonics. Facing TikTok, playing get, but you not. 11, 12-year-olds say you real, really not. Waiting for my chance, well don't you understand? I've been in for a minute, I'm the man, and you ain't saying nothing. This ain't up for discussion, so won't you do us both a favor, hit the hush button. Why don't you hit the button? Come on, just hit the button. Rush, how about you hustle something? Why don't you do us both a favor? Hit the hush button. Spit game lack, so your spit game whack. Before you make it up with hard beats, spit lane facts. Oh Lord of mercy on us, but what have we done? The game is like a spacewalk, kids jumping for fun. Coming straight through the stereo, gifted gift is a miracle. What they calling hip hop, truly lame and hysterical. Lyrics are critical, told you like how many times. My gift is so proven and like how many of my rhymes. Love what I am, so hear me love what I do. Position be a locomotive, never playing caboose. Make a storm in the booth, metaphorically speaking. Has a figure of speech, metaphors I be speaking. Come on, waiting for my chance. Well, don't you understand? I've been in for a minute. I'm the man, and you ain't saying nothing. This ain't up for discussion. So won't you do us both a favor? Hit the hush button. Why don't you hit the button? Come on, just hit the button. Rush, how about you hustle something? Why don't you do us both a favor? Hit the hush button. Waiting for my chance. Well, don't you understand? I've been in for a minute. I'm the man, and you ain't saying nothing. This ain't up for discussion. So won't you do us both a favor? Hit the hush button. Why don't you hit the button? Come on, just hit the button. Rush, how about you hustle something? Why don't you do us both a favor? Hit the hush button. Bounce, 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 bounce. Now let me see you bounce, 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 bounce. Now let me see you bounce. Waiting for my chance, but don't you understand? Been in for a minute now. I'm the man, you ain't saying nothing. This ain't up for discussion. So won't you do us both a favor? Hit the hush button. Why don't you hit the button? Hit the button. Come on, just hit the button. Hit the button. The rush, how about you hush or something? Why don't you do us both a favor? Hit the hush button.
Hey, this is your girl Q La La.